Hello, everybody. I am trying something new, so I'm just checking to see if new is working. So it may be working. All right. So I am also live on my YouTube channel, I think, and I believe I can still get comments from Facebook as well as YouTube. I don't know. Let's try it. I'm going to check just to make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be on Facebook as well. And I am. And it looks like YouTube is live, but I can't see it, which is okay. It says live. So, hello. We'll give a minute. I am early. I wanted just to make sure that all of the channels were working, and I'm excited, and it looks like it is. I have 11 whole subscribers on Three Daughters Stamping with Joette. So hopefully by doing this, hi Sandy. Oh, you are, and you're on YouTube, Sandy, and I can see your comments. So yes, this is awesome. I love when technology works, even when I have nothing to do with it. So great. All right, people are coming on. Yay. Please say hello. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you'd like. That's very exciting. That is just very exciting for me. Not all of my videos are on there, but they will be now. It's a process for me because I'm not very techy. So, but if you're new here, my name is Joette. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Finger Lakes region of New York State, Southern Tier near the Pennsylvania border, all sorts of things. Um, and tonight we are going to do it's not a new to me fun fold, but I've never done one. So, and it's very easy and it looks kind of, um, it looks complicated, but it's really not. So it's one of those that you can go, and then it's very easy. So I have everything here. I'm just trying to think. Mini catalogs are out. Um, I did not mail them out this time. Usually I do a porch pickup, or deliver, or when you come to my class, you can get it. My class is next Wednesday. I can't even talk. Next Wednesday at 6:30 in my home. RSVPs are needed though, because I do have to limit the people just for space and comfort. We do 3 projects, usually mostly 3 cards. One is a fun fold, one is usually relatively straightforward, and the other one is sort of mediocre. So keep everybody happy and learn some fun stuff and meet some people. So that's really what it's about, just getting together, chatting, and creating some cards. So I really hope that people will come and meet new, and I really, there's a bug, I swear to goodness there's a bug. I really hope that we'll get some new people, because we love to learn from each other, so that's always fun. And I'm always open to having a daytime class if need to. If the nighttime class gets busy and I'm turning people away, I certainly can do we'll get back into doing a day class. I used to do that before COVID, and then the day class just never filled back up again. So I just started doing just the night class. So, all right. So I'm going to put us down. Um, we'll put us down, and then we'll put me in the corner because I just like to at least pretend I'm not talking just to myself. All right. So here it is. If you haven't gotten it, please let me know. I will bring one to you, or have it available for you to pick up. The fun thing is now I can show you the inside. Yay! And what we are using today is it is we've used it before. Well, I think I did show it before. It is called the Peace on Earth dies. And I swear, here we go. I had it open to the page, and of course, none. Hi, Jean. Hi, Tony. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're both. Oh, it's neat. It's nice because on the comments, I can tell if you're on Facebook and YouTube. Oh, this is so exciting. Very exciting. All right, so this is what we're using. We are using the Peace on Earth stamp set. We're using the dies. We are not using the embossing folder. And we are using this star paper, which looks like this. Secret Sea, Balmy Blue, I believe. Let's look. No, I'm sorry, Cloud Cover. And Misty Moonlight, but we are using Cloud Cover and the Secret Sea with the cloud cover in it. I'm pretty sure that's Secret Sea. You put them together and you definitely know, but hi Mom, still doing your swaps. Me too. I didn't work on them last night and I haven't really worked on them today. I got home from work. It was a stressful day at the day job. But it's over, it's done. Hopefully all went well. And here is some other fun stuff. Here is the embossing folder. Let me put you a little closer. The embossing folder with, there we go, decor. So it's the embossing folder, has the room for the tag in here that comes with the die set. So the dies have this sprig that we're going to use. And then here's two of the sentiment pieces. There are beautiful stars, and the stars are also in the paper, which is why we are also going to use the stars. These beautiful doves, which I love, and you can use these for, we can do this for sympathy, we can do it for Christmas. And the olive branch, gotta have an olive branch, gotta. So yeah, and we're gonna use almost all of this. We're not using the envelope. This is actually a little itty bitty envelope, and I had a hard time at first figuring out what this was, but it's an envelope, and I figured it out because heartfelt sympathy. There's the envelope. It's on page 32, and just a second ago it was very well focused, but that's the envelope. So that is how I knew. And I'm going to show you the sample, but we're going to actually step it up a little bit because after I put the sample together, I decided, oh, there's so much more we could do. All right, so here it is, the diorama. That's what it looks like standing up, and this is what it looks like. This is the front. Just give it a little bit of a. All right, so it's actually one full piece of cardstock, half a piece, and then some scoring. We're going to die cut the circle from the stylish shapes. And then in here, I fooled around with the Wink of Stella on the lettering. Yeah, we probably won't do that because it makes it kind of sloppy. And I will Wink of Stella the stars before we put them on. And I did Wink of Stella the doves. I don't know if you can tell that on here, but I really did, and it's so pretty. And then I'm going to give the doves some eyes in the next one, so that'll be fun. All right. So sorry, I'm trying to get my stuff off. All right, so we're going to start this right from the very beginning. I don't usually do that, and I thought, you know, it'll be good to show you how to cut the cardstock and to score it, and then how to place the circle. I mean, if you're not new to stamping, then you know that, but just in case we have some new people out there, because I certainly hope we do, it's kind of good to know this. And you notice I put my all-time favorite bling on there, and you can't see it. So we have to do something else. It's the basic gray and smoky slate pearls. I don't even know if they're available still, but I just love them. So there you have it. Okay, so we are going to make a different one, and we're going the same card. We're going to jazz it up a little bit. So to make the card base, which is the cloud cover, we need a piece of cardstock that is 4¼ by 11. So here's 4¼ and basically we're cutting the cardstock lengthwise in half. And again, I want you to be able to see it all. All right. Oops, I lost myself. There I am, I'm back. All right. So we're just going to put this piece aside. But the good one thing I recommend is if you're making a card, why not make two? You already have everything out. You're already cutting. So you have two card bases right here already. Let's just make two, right? That's just what I'm telling you. All right. So we're going to extend the ruler. It goes out to 17¼ inches. And I'm going to put my cutting blade way down here. Okay. And we're going to, I got to cheat a little bit because I don't know all these by heart. We're going to do a 1/2 inch, which I'm going to go over here 1/2 inch on this side. It goes to 1.5 inches on this side. And then I'll flip it because I don't want to get the paper all crumbled up on this side. So we're going to go to a 1/2 inch here and score. And then we're going to go to 1 inch and score. Now I'm going to flip it. Okay, so we're going to start after the inch, we're going to go to 4½ inches. So now we're going to do the middle part. We just did the edge here on one side. Now we're going to do, this is actually the middle of the card, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 score marks. So that was 4½, I hope. Did I do it? I don't even remember. I did. So after 4½, we have 5. After 5, we have 5½. Now, cardstock, you can put a pretty good share of pressure on, but with DSP, you do not want to push down hard with designer series paper because it is so thin, it'll cut it right in half. So 5½, we're going to do 6 and then 6½. 6 and then 6½. Alrighty, now we're going to do the other edges of the cardstock. So we're going to go down to 10. And I sounded like I really knew that. All right, it's true. And score. And then we're going to go to 10½. And score. All right, we don't need this anymore. So here we are, all the score lines. And we are just going to, so here's a regular size card that's just folded in half. So these two are going to come out, or it's just going to be like a fan alternating in and out. Mountain fold and valley folds, we call them. All right, so that is how we're getting the one side of the diorama on that side. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Mountain, valley, whoops, mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley. And then we're going to switch them because I folded it the wrong way. That's okay. There. Ah, forgot to fold. All right, so there you have the diorama shape. Okie doke. Yeah, I've never made one, Mom. I've seen them, but I've never made them. Thanks, Tony. All right, so now we have to decide what's going to be our front and what is going to be the back. Okay, so it doesn't really matter with what you're seeing. Like there's nothing that you're not going to see a fold. This totally um, adheres together, and you're not going to see a fold different either way. So there's nothing that we're trying to hide. So I don't know. I'm right-handed. I'm going to put the closure on the right-hand side, which makes this my front. Okay. So on the front, we're going to take the stars, and I don't believe there are, oh, there's a right side or a wrong side with the stars. I think they're just stars. Okay. So I am going to put my glue on, and I'm going to flatten this out, and I'm going to put it so that there's just 1/8 of an inch of a border of the secret C. So just like that. Okay. Then I'm going to position my circle. Now this is the largest circle from the Stylish Shapes. And I'm just going to put it in the middle and make sure I have an equal amount on the sides. Okay. I thought I did have. I use this Post-it labeling and cover-up tape. I just use a little piece. And since I'm not going to use the inside of the circle on this project, I'm just going to, just in case it rips off, I'm not going to put it out here where I'm going to use that. I'm going to put it on the inside just in case it doesn't work. Then I have my Stampin' Emboss machine. And as I'm looking, I'm like, where are my plates? All right. So we have plate 1, which is the big thick plate, plate 2, and it tells you right here how to do it as well. And then my sandwich is plate 3. So I'm just going to use one plate 3. I'm going to put it in this way just because if I start here, I'm cranking for no good reason. And sometimes you get little indentations and things from your machine. So I'm going to put the part where I'm going to cut, I'm going to put that in first so that it looks just like that. I'm going to put this on top. All right. And feed it in. I just have to turn it just a tad. Sorry if there's some shaky. Eggs and bakey. Good. And then I just bring it back. No particular reason. I just find it simple than trying to twirl it all the way through and then have to pull it out the other side. No particular reason. All right. We'll put those away. And there's my circle. And this should not hurt anything, but you know, sometimes best laid plans, especially when you're on live. So now you have an extra circle to use on something else. And then I usually just stick this on the handle of my Stampin' Emboss machine so I can use it later. It keeps it stick. The next thing I'm going to do is I cut these little strips again with the star DSP, and they're 3/8 of an inch by 4 1/4. So they go top to bottom, and then there's 1/8 of an inch on either side. Okay. Now originally, that's all they did. Oops, out here. I, however, am going to add some to the back of it as well, because when you turn to the back and read the sentiment or the little note that you've written, I don't know, I just thought that it looked pretty to have some DSP back there as well. This piece might be a tad bit too long, and if so, we will fix it. All right. How are we doing out there? Everybody's pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to go here and here, and I have those two pieces right here. And if I made a mistake and put it in the wrong spot, it's not a big deal. I just cut two more and make it look like it was supposed to be that way, right? Okay. Oh, look what I just did. Put it on the wrong side. Yay me. All right. Nope, I have another. There we go. And 3/8 um, on this cutter is easy. If I can find it, anybody can find it. So here's one large ticky, two large ticky, three large ticky. All right, so we'll go right there. 3 and cut. Gotta do the little ticky marks. All right, this time we're gonna put it, I was so worried about putting it on the wrong part of the cardstock that I totally I think it goes here, but we will find out soon enough. Yes, ma'am, it does. All right, we're not going to adhere it together yet, so we're doing our decoration, okay? And it's not that hard to find middle. So here's the white piece of cardstock. We're gonna try to find the middle, but then you're gonna worry, oh my gosh, am I gonna get it in the middle? But you are. Even if you eye it, I promise you, you are going to get it in the middle. Okay, so I'm using Secret Sea ink. My ink pad is very, 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 very juicy. I always practice. I don't know about you all, but I always practice. All right, so there's about middle. I really don't fuss about it. If you are a fuss budget, you can find middle and work out from there. But honestly, I don't think you need to be a fuss budget. All right, so I am adding something this time, and it is some ribbon. Okay, so I am just going to put this here, and then I am just going to use some tape. Okay, and I didn't even need to do it that long. So I'm just going to bring it up, make sure it's straight. All right, and set it there. Then I am going to take a smaller piece, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches maybe. And I'm going to do a faux bow. Okay. Now, I don't know if this works. This was just something I thought about when I was trying to figure out how to, I'm going to get my fabric, my ribbon scissors that I thought about after I put the other one together and thought, oh, that would be pretty. So that's all I'm doing there. Okay. So pretty, pretty. And then I did put some Wink of Stella on the stars before. Now, when I put this together, I put them in after. So I'm going to work a little smarter. Hi, Kim. No ceramics tonight? Glad you could join us. So I'm going to work a little smarter and just kind of do this all before I put them in. I forgot to put our crock pot meal in. I saw a wonderful gnocchi, chicken gnocchi soup like they have at, I'm having a hard time here, like they have at Olive Garden. I can't find gnocchi anywhere. I know they have it at Wegmans, but I was not near a Wegmans. So um, I bought cheese tortellini and put it in there, and it's supposed to be like the soup at Olive Garden. We shall see. But I put it in at 3 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock, and it said 3 to 4 hours on high. So at 6, little after 6, I added the tortellini and the cream, and I made a roux to thicken it up, and I shredded the chicken, and then it was 45 more minutes. So right when we get done here, dinner will be ready. Isn't that fun? It's very late for us, but I wanted to make something. All right, so this is up here is kind of boring. So we're gonna put some of the, and it's just a little bit, and then I'm just gonna land that, well, on a good day, it'll land straight like that. And then I'll put another one here. They are kind of tall, those longer, the vertical are very, very, I think we'll put one right here in the middle. Well, in the middle to the off center. And then we'll put that there. Needs just a little tilt. There we go. Perfect. I don't know about you guys. Is it focusing? I think the way I have my camera, it gets right in my right in, no, I don't have bifocals, but I have the progressives, so it's right in that area where I can't quite focus. All right, so we're just gonna put it down here. I really like the ribbon. It kind of adds a little bit more sparkle. All right, check it out. And see, I told you, it's not hard to find it in the middle. All right. That looks pretty darn good. Pretty darn middle. Oh, oh, that's right. Monday was a holiday. All right. Okay, so now we are going to, and here are ends. Okay, that's one. I am a liquid glue girl, in case you don't know. Sandy, how's it doing on YouTube? Is everything coming through okay? Not to put you on the spot, sorry. All right, so then that's put together. All right, I'm going to put this down here so that I don't forget about it. So now we have some decorating to do. All right. So originally I wanted to put my guy here, but I don't know. I think that'll be too much up there. So I think if we put it over here, that'll give us a little bit more something something going on there. So I think we'll do that. So I'm going to make a mess for sure. Okay, so we're going to do here and here, maybe there and there. Just see how it goes. Just a little bit over up there, but that's okay. Perfect. Now when it goes in the card, it goes flat. Or it goes in the card. When it goes in the envelope, it goes flat. So that's just the regular size of it. A2 card, is it? All right, so that just gives us a little bit of a, and then we're going to add the dove. So the other thing I'm going to add in this one is I'm going to put an eye on the dove because I didn't do that. And I'm going to wink at the guy. Wink the dove. Wink, wink. Because you gotta have something on the dove. I started with just the feathers and then I'm like, yeah, let's do the whole thing. This Winkastella is amazing and it lasts forever. I think these are probably the original two that I had from forever. And I have two going and I don't know how I got a second one going, but it works. And I can still hear it pushing out when I squeeze it. Can you hear it? I think this one's probably almost done, but it's been a couple years. Good. Oh, and there we go. Had an eye. All right. So I'm going to, haha, I knew they were where I knew that they were where I needed them to be. All right, and then I did what I said I wasn't going to do. I said, oh, I'm going to put the sprig in before I put them on, but you know. Let's see if I can do this better. Good. I put it behind in the last one, and this one I put on the front. I don't know if I like it on the front. Because then you can't quite see his mouth. Let's put it behind. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Might have to bring it down just a tad. It's a little fussy, but it's not horrible. It's very doable. All right, and then the next guy is going to come up around here. Just like that. So it's very pretty. Not too much on one side, not too much on the other. It has some nightfall. I really love the stars there rather than around the words. I kind of like them because you kind of have to look deeper into the diorama to see them. And then yeah, and I love the ribbon because the ribbon just kind of sticks out there. Yeah. Nice. All right. So we have one more thing to do for the front. And this bundle is a suite actually, and it comes with the bling that's hues of blue flowers. So there's I want to say Cajun Craze. No, no, no. There's cloud cover. Well, there's white. There's cloud cover. There's Misty Moonlight, and then there is Secret Sea. So I think, let's see, because we got some white going on here. We could put some white there. And we could put another white here. Oh, that's really pretty. Oh, I love this one. Oops, that's not going to come. Come on. And let's just go down there. I'm going to start that over again because it was kind of... All right, so the front is just so pretty. I loving it. I liking it. I liking it. All right, so get this back in here. So this is going to go on the back. So what you would, I guess in a perfect world, what you would do is you would do your writing beforehand. That's really what you would do. Um, only because if you get it on there and then you have to write over the bling, it's not too thick, but like the pearls here are really thick. So that would be difficult to write over, but this one's not too bad. All right, we're going to put some peace, love, and joy on the back. Get it nice and straight here. Okay. And then I'm not going to put it, I'm just not going to put it in the middle. I'm just not feeling it in the middle. I'm going to put it right down here. Perfect. All right. Thanks, Jean. And then I'm going to put it right there. Oh, I think that looks nice. Sometimes I just really like what I come up with. So this one just looks more put together than this one. I just think that the little strips, what do you guys think? The little strips make it or break it? Bring it a little bit more finished? What do you think? Strips or no strips? Anybody, anybody? I do like the sprig though. I do like that. But I just think it looks better with a little something something. So, all right. So there's the front. We'll bring it down a little bit. So there's the front of the second one, and if it were standing up on its own, it would be up just like that. So it's kind of nice. You have to look deep into the diorama for to get all the stars. Do they have to do dioramas anymore? Definitely strips. Yeah, I think so too, Mom. We had to do dioramas in third grade. I don't know, can't remember. The kids had to do them, but then in fourth grade they had to do the longhouse. The dreaded longhouse. But it was fun. I got card. I got or papers. I used paper crafts to make the longhouse as well. So, all right. Well, I am thrilled. I'm very happy with it. This one's very nice. It's just a little more simple. It needed a little something down there, I thought. So that's when I came up with the ribbon. But either one is a little bit more simple and the other one's a little stepped up version. So let me know what you think. Strips, strips. Yay, everybody's saying strips. Thank you. And does it look better with the eyes or without the eyes? I don't think it's wrong not to have eyes. I just wonder what you If anybody has anything about the eyes. So, yeah. Well, thank you so much. It's so good to be back. 2 weeks in a row. Whoa, woohoo. If you happen to see my darling husband tomorrow, it's his birthday. So give him a big howdy doody. He will be very, very excited. Not really. He doesn't dislike his birthday, but he's not a very big birthday celebrator. So there's that. All right. Well, I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful weekend, the rest of their week into the weekend. Um, Hopefully, should have some new stuff for you next Tuesday. My mom and I are going to a demonstrator. You put eyes on yours. Yeah, I did it either way, but yeah, I like it with and without, but this one this one has the eyes. So yeah. So we're going to a demonstrator conference for um, for business builders. So we should have something fun when we come back. So that's what I'm hoping. Maybe something a little Halloweenish and fun. So, all right, everybody, have a good evening. And I'm going to go try my gnocchi that's now tortellini soup. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you giving the time to me. I know time is valuable, so I am so appreciative and I don't want to take advantage of that. So you guys have a wonderful evening. Talk to you soon.